Welcome back to the penultimate part of this Let's Play. It's not a very long game, but I like that sometimes. It doesn't outstay its welcome. So we've backtracked to this chamber. We need to get this guy's helmet, and we've got to do this mini game again. I've figured out how to get the helmet off him. You gotta take the inside lane on this. Well, you don't really. The other beetle thing goes so slow. Yeah, the game, it does its best to be easy. Do a little bit of showboating there. And you click that at the right time, and there's the helmet. So now that guy can go fire himself out of a cannon if he wants. Not quite sure why he wants to do that, but he does. Does mean going all the way back up to the top left there though. Still getting lost after all this time. It's tricky, you know? So gotta go up and to the left now. There he is. He's still looking sad. Let's make him happy. Is anyone going to tell him that that helmet's not strapped to him? I think it might fall off. That's how you ring that gong. It's about time. Oh dear. That's a circus show got wrong. I think secretly though, when we go to the circus, don't we just hope that that's what's gonna happen? I think that's the attraction of those scary animal shows. Got a couple of these things to give to whatever creature this is. It seems to be a creature, but also part of the root system. It has eyes though. That's usually a signifier of a distinct organism. I suppose it could just be some sort of mimic that's evolved to make people give it little blue things. So we're heading back to that little puppet show now, because there's another one of those blue things that I forgot to pick up when I was in there. We still gotta get that trumpet as well. Here's somewhere I haven't been before. It's a little maze root system. Right down in the bottom left. There's only a couple of valid exits. Here's another one of these old guys that's going to tell us another story. So what we saw there was our little glowing hazelnut shaped guy, one of our protagonists, glowing bright and actually destroying the evil creature that has invaded the forest, using that light that's inside them. I do want to go up there, but you have to go round. It's a bit irritating, but here we are again. We get to watch this lovely puppet show again. I've skipped a little bit of it though, so you can just get to this part and grab that. Still managing to go the wrong way after all this time. As long as you follow the map though, you won't get too lost. And it looks like we just need 3 more of those things. When you've done so many of the little puzzles here, you start to question where they're going to come from, but I'm sure the game will provide for us. So I've skipped back to that little maze there, and we got this happy little fellow. I had some fun with his tongue. It makes funny noises. Why wouldn't I? It is required to play with him a little bit to actually solve this puzzle. You need to pull on him so that he makes enough noise to wake up this guy, who looks ancient. If you'll notice, there's what looks like roads running down the side of him. There are possibly little villages right up at the top of that shell. Certainly what it looks like from a distance. And hiding behind him is another blue thing. I'm not quite sure what those things are. Perhaps some kind of pollen. I'm not sure. They're just blue things. So now we're down to just 2 more of these, and just a few more puzzles to go before we unlock that wheel and move on to the next area. So another one of the puzzles takes a little bit of timing. Like I've already played with this guy, but you need to release these little white flies from these things and get that guy to eat one of them. It does require pretty precise timing. There we go, we got it. And he's gonna spit one of those out for me. And you never expect these things. This is why you really have to poke and prod at every single creature in the game, just in case you miss something like that. Just down to 1 more of those things. So the only puzzle we have left, I think, in this area is getting the trumpet for that guy. And we can't go past him, so we're gonna have to come round the back of him, which requires going into that little maze area again. It's a bit tricky to get to. There it is. A bit of foreknowledge lets me know that I had to go right there. And I finally got the trumpet for that guy. It's difficult to discern exactly which character on the map is the guy we're looking for. They're a little bit obscure, the little drawings. Some of them are pretty obvious, but... There he is. He's looking sad. Let's make him happy. So he's illuminated this whole area, and it actually turns out to be full of little chambers and tight ropes to walk across. It's a rather menacing looking creature at the bottom, waiting to catch us in case we fall. But there's also the last little blue pollen bud thing that we need. And again, this is pretty much just a maze, it makes no sense. So that's a kind of trial and error your way around. There's also another wheel up at the top. You can trial and error it. That's why I tried it first. I think eventually I just decided to look up the solution though. It's a little bit cheaty, but you know, time is a precious resource. You can get a creature card for clicking on that guy. I've noticed he's got kind of glowing antennae. I wonder if those are kind of a lure for creatures to come falling into his gaping maw. There we go, we've got the wheel. Or at least I thought we did. That's a bit irritating, that. It's basically a scripted event, just to make you fail. That is exactly how you're supposed to do it. Ah, there's me clicking on the wrong thing. But yeah, it just fails the first time, just to make you do it again. That's infuriating. Don't do that, game developers. That's it, nice and carefully. So we're down to just one wheel, and just one little blue thing to get the last wheel. I really wasn't getting it, was I? You just gotta click on the right thing. Is this it? No. I have a problem with puzzles like this. I think it's possibly a memory thing. Like, trial and error only really works if you actually remember what you've done, you know? I do have short-term memory problems. Just imagine if I was doing live commentary though. There'd be a lot of umming and ahhing, that's for sure. Try the one at the top. I'm telling my past self what to do. There we go. I just skipped to the last bit. Again, like I chose the right one, and the creature scared us off. The first time, as if it's trying to say, no, you've done the wrong thing, but actually, no, that was the right thing. Just have to try it twice. And there we go, there's the last thing. We gotta go put it where it belongs. And check the map, obviously. Nom. Bloop. There we go. We have all 4 of the wheels. Now we can actually find out what they're actually for. If I can remember which chamber it was. Where there was a guy who asked for them. For some reason I thought he was on the water area somewhere, but he isn't. So I don't know why I came down here. Certainly not in there. Just dropping by to say hello. We'll be leaving soon. Yes, look at the map. They're not down there. Silly me. That's the one. Nope. I'll get there eventually. It is tough though, when you haven't been into a room for a while, you can't remember what the dude looks like. But there it is. A strange levitating person. Let's give him these things. So there we see the 4 elements. That's what those wheels denote. They have the symbols of the 4 elements of life on them. And they combined with that pillar of light to open the way further down. Again, it's more symbolism. This is slightly horrific though. Our glowing protagonist to see his friends get turned into black nothingness. And now it's just him. Just him and his glow, which seems to be protecting him. Doesn't really seem to be lighting up this area particularly. Until we get close enough to these things. We can actually go inside these gaping maws in the blackness. There's nothing much to do in this one at the moment. Our map is just a crumbled, dead, broken up leaf now. We truly are lost in the dark. You can see some of our friends in here. Horrifically contained in these weird little cocoons. We can temporarily pop them out, but this creature seems to pop them right back in again, including us. At the top there's another one of those glowing things that we absorbed at the start of the game. And like that old creature told us the story of how this light defeats the black creature. We need to get that and more of it. So as we pop out of here, this thing keeps popping us back in. I tried to get it to pop one of these other ones out and then pop myself out to see if I could get up to the glowing thing before it catches me, but no matter which one of these I try, I can't quite get up there quickly enough. What I need to do is go around the pods. I didn't actually realize that I could jump into the vacant pod, but I'll come back to it in a minute in the final part of this Let's Play. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time for the thrilling conclusion.